I have a set of lots of sets of dies and a couple sets of stamps to show you today. So we're going to be down here on the table. And what I want to start with first is showing you the stamps. Now this one, I couldn't figure out what it was, but I think it is like a, well, honestly, I'm not real sure. I think it goes, come on, well, maybe it doesn't. I don't know how it goes. I can't remember. It didn't really show a whole lot. Come on, Margie, get your fingers working. Oh my word. There we go. I don't know. I know, so this one's a dud, although it does come with a really cute little tag. I don't know what the rest of it is. It's got 2 slits down here. I mean, you can see here's the die. So I'm not sure, unless I'm supposed to cut this part off and then it has like a hanging tag. I don't know. But it kind of bums me out because I'm like, I wish these would have come with some kind of a paper or something to give you more of an idea of what to do with them. So there is that one. That's the first. Now this next one, I think I'm going to skip this one to last. This one's going to be our last, because it's the most involved. So next we have this die, and as you can see I have already cut everything out. Let me grab my little pokey tool. Forgot to grab it. Come here. So this is the original use for it is a vinyl weeding tool, and you can see that it's pretty sharp. It's got a very, very sharp point on it. But the best thing that I use it for is all dies come with these little holes in the back of them in case your die cuts don't come out. So you just stick the needle tool in there and it comes out. So that's what came out from the center. And then you have a little square with a bow in it if you want to do the bow in a different color and then put it back in. And then we get different size frames. Making sure you can still see what I'm doing. So these are the frames. So this would be a perfect set for a photo album, because you don't have to leave your dies together like this. See these little tiny rectangles in between each piece? You use pliers and you cut those apart, and then you have each individual piece. But for the sake of the video, I did not take mine apart. So if you think about it, you could do the same thing with one of these dies, because as you see, it cuts out the center part. So you could put a photograph in here, and instead of having the outline, you would have this center part. Once you take these all apart, it will cut solid. Excuse me. So this would be a really great set for photo albums, for frames, for pictures. Whoops. My fingers are not cooperating today. My hands are all shaky and discombobulated. Okay, next is this one. First off, we have a little hello, which I did not take out of the paper because it's individual letters. Okay, so this is what the die cut looks like. You've got some wood panels, some regular rectangles, some little odd shapes, and I chose to use brown since they're the wood panels. So there's our little bow, and the center pieces do come out. No, they don't. No, they don't. Never mind, I lied. Center pieces don't come out. Let's go ahead and take our hello out. And you can see ay, ay, ay. This is why I don't do many of these videos, because my hands just do not cooperate anymore for working with small things. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Touch it just right and it'll flip over. Come on. Sorry. I know it's frustrating to watch me struggle. Taking too long. And then the O. Get the center out of the O. So there's our little hello. And you can use it like this also. You could trim closely around the edges and then save the center from the O and put it back in. And then you can have solid or have negative. See? Pretty cool, right? So this piece looks like a little box. I'm not sure what its purpose is. Again, this is another one of those pieces that I don't have a clue what you're supposed to do with it. I don't know. So there's that piece. I love the wood grain pieces. These would be really, really cute as card accents. You could make a little crate with a lid. See, and then you'd have a little wood box. So cute. And here's a regular rectangle. Mainly these are just for random shapes for scrapbook pages. This is the piece that came out of there, so that's basically trash. And then you have an arrow and a heart. And then this piece looks like it would be a tab. So you could cut this, you would separate out this piece here. And then when you cut this, you'll have the center that you can put it back in. And then you can make your own tabs for a scrapbook. Or you could just put this on a page with like a label behind it, like this label. Is this actually the right one? I think so. So if you're gluing it down, this is your label, which it's really tricky because they put it inside, so I didn't think it was the actual, well that works out nice then, doesn't it? I know it's the same color, so I apologize. but you can write whatever you need to write on there as the label, and then that would be that. All right, so that's that one. Move all of this out of the way. Okay, sorry for the arm in the way there. Okay, the last one in this set that I got, as you can see, has all kinds of pieces. So I'm just poking through. I almost need tweezers for this part. But I want to show you the piece of paper before I show you the actual die cut. All right, so take a look at this. Do you have any guess what this could be? But remember this part right here. This I think is the coolest part. So here's more orange pieces. They're actually stuck in the die. So I just use my handy dandy poker, and they're all out. So here is the die. There you go. So this is cat parts. I guess you could make dogs too. If you don't have a dog with pointy ears, you could use this one or this one. Anyway, sorry, my brain just kind of got lost there for a second. So I cut out 3 different sets. Come on. Okay. Okay, there's that. So I'm going to take the cat face. So as you can see here, this is the cat face. It does poke out, but I don't want to poke out the pieces just yet. So remember when I told you to keep an eye on this center part here? Let me see if I can do this without, actually, I wonder, no, I'm not going to try that. If I can get it to do right. Dang it, it's already, this is why I need my tweezers. Darn it. Well, anyway, what I was trying to show you was that is like the little head stripes. Yes, I did just lick my finger. I'm sorry. I was trying to do this with minimal stuff, and it's not working out. I will do a better video where I'm actually making something with these and not just showing you the products, because I know that it's not real easy to see. But this way, if you like what you're seeing right now, you can go ahead and order your dies, and then when I'm doing the video showing you what to make with them, we can work together. All right, so anyway, isn't that the cutest? It makes the cutest little head stripes for like a little tabby cat. And then the third one I cut out was this light gray. Actually, this has got the perfect tabby stripes. So I'm going to leave them. I'll leave them intact because I don't want to. So here we've got This almost looks like a bunny rabbit's face before you get the ears on. So I'm going to do just a quick demonstration. Now, of course, everything can always be whatever color you want. This was just 3 sheets of paper that I grabbed. So we can give cheek fluff. And ears. And we can take the tail and stick the tail up behind somewhere, coming up, so it looks like it's got its tail there too. And then of course we've got the eyes and the nose right here. Those little tiny pieces, you can glue different colors in place, and that is actually right here. It looks cute, doesn't it? It's right there. And then you've also got a bigger nose and a set of eyes right here, upside down. But there's a bigger nose and a set of eyes. But this one is my absolute favorite. I'm super excited about this because there's so many things you could do. And there are shapes that are bigger, and like here's the muzzle for this head. Put this on here. And then you find a nose that will work. Where's the bigger nose? Here's the bigger nose. Come on, come to me. There's a bigger nose. You can put that down there where it should go. You can just make all kinds of little kitties. I think it's fun. All right, so that's that. So let me pick this up. This next set is another one of those that could be questionable. So what you would have to do in order to use these, this is what the die looks like. And this is what the pieces come out as. So you've got this. Wait a minute. Goes this way. No, how does it come out? There we go. Oh. So there's the die, and then you have the interior pieces that go back in place if you want them to, or you can cut them out again. So there's that die. And what you can do with this is you can make a pocket. So you just fold the little tabs. Excuse my big fat fingers. Fold the tabs. And you would glue that in place on your scrapbook page or whatever it is that your card, whatever. And then you would have to use your ruler and cut a piece a little bit bigger than this. So that way you can slide it in and out, because you can't use this one because it's the exact size of the opening. So you would have to use your paper trimmer and just cut a piece that's maybe, you know, 1/8 of an inch bigger on 3 sides or all 4 sides. And then you can pop that in, and it could be a little special note or a little special picture that you can pull out. So that's that one. This next, now all the rest of these are all, or not all of them, but some of them are all going to be, wait a minute, blah, 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 blah. Rewind, strike that. Most of the rest of these are going to be like this. So you're going to have a tab on each side that folds, and you have something that looks like this. Okay, so there's one, and then here is another one. It's clouds. So what you can do with this is you can create a box card. What you would do is you create a rectangle. This is what I'm talking about. I plan on doing another video where I'm actually making something with these, so it'll make sense. If you stay tuned, make sure you subscribe and click the like button. Click the little bell so you can be told. I will probably be doing this next week sometime, where I'm going to do a video and I'm actually going to make something with these pieces so you can see what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about as a box card is you cut a rectangle that is the length of these pieces, and then you stack them inside your little box card, and when the card is standing up and open, or when the card is open, you have it standing up and your pieces look dimensional. So does that make sense, what I'm talking about there? Okay, so there's two that go with that type of set, or that information. This is just a rounded off rectangle with stitching. You can't really see the stitching. The stitching on there goes all the way around, so this would just be a nice layer for your card with the little stitching marks. You can really see the stitching marks when you're holding it in person. So this is what the die looks like. Now keep in mind, all the dies I showed you before up to the kitties are one set. And what I'm showing you now from the little pocket to the end of this set is all one set. The links will be in the description box. And again, you can take these apart. So you will have, instead of it cutting two pieces like this, you'll have two solid pieces if you take this apart. But if you want a frame, so you could cut this out of something, and then you cut your frame out of something different. And then this piece fits right inside there, and you could have a nice little frame for a card. Perfect. So I don't plan on taking these apart just yet. Sometimes it's good to play with them all together when you first get them, because you get more different ideas. So here is the next one. Doesn't really matter how it goes. So this is just a plain rectangle. This could be the front of your box. And actually, you could use this, cut two of these, and this would be the front and the side, the back of your box. You would just have to cut the sides out of matching paper. Depending on how wide you want your box to be, then you would cut the piece that goes on the side, which I'm going to show you. You just got to be patient and stay tuned. So here's grass. So you could have grass sticking up over your box. And of course, if this was a different color, and you separate them a little bit so it gives more of that three-dimensional look. Box cards are so much fun and really, really cool. I love making box cards. So when I saw this set, I was super excited. Here is a big cloud. It's taller than the first one I showed you. And then we have two grassy hills. So you could layer them like this if you wanted to have a hilly. Let me turn this one around so you can actually see the, well, turn them both around because otherwise it won't work. So you can see, without the pattern, you can see how they mirror each other. So if you put them they're the same if you put them wrong sides together. But if you mirror them, putting right side to the wrong side, then you have a hill that goes down in the back and a hill that goes down in the front. I hope you can see that. I promise you when I do the actual making of the video, you will be able to see things a lot better because I'll use inking and stuff like that. Okay, so here's the next one. And again, since I haven't taken these apart, we have a perfect frame for this rectangle. This is what it looks like. It's just that rectangle. And then we have this piece, which you can fold like this. And you could glue just the flaps down on your project, and then you can use this as like the first, like the little pockets I did where you would have something that you can slip inside and have it pull out. You could pull out a happy birthday message, you could pull out a photograph, whatever you can think of that you would want to have hidden first. It would be really cool. Okay, and the last ones would be water. So this is what the die cut looks like. And when you cut it, this piece is still attached to your scrap. So what I did was I just clipped it on each end. So this could be, if we do it this way, then you could put this up against the bottom. That's not going to work from that side. And then you can have like waves, layers of waves. Again, you need ink and you need different colors of paper. So what I was doing was I was just cutting them out so you can actually visualize what the pieces look like, because sometimes it's hard to tell. So let's see, let me just move these up. Don't need to put them away right now. Okay, and then next we have stamps. But these are even more special because they are background stamps. So you can see this kind of like water drops, paint splatter. This is just a distressed edging. We have wood, we have stone, we have crackle and brick. So I brought out my Stamp Perfect and a blue ink pad. And we're just going to quickly stamp them just to show you what they look like. So I'm just opening up cleaning out. This company is very plastic bag happy. But this is Globleland. Did I say that at the beginning? I hope I did. This is Globleland. And there's all kinds of stamps. They have diamond paintings. They have just about everything. So let's see. Let's do it this way. And what I'm going to do first, oh, I just did it. I just messed up. We're going to do all 4 of them at the same time, just to save a little bit of time because this video is already getting kind of long. Go to this. And what I'm doing is I'm putting them inking side down with their smooth side facing up, so it will stick to the lid of my Stamp Perfect. So now I just close it, push down, and the stamps are right where I want them, which you can't see. There, the stamps are on the... Okay, so then I take my ink pad And I just go right on top, tapping. And sometimes with new stamps, you have to stamp them a few times to get the machining oils off of them. Okay, so now we'll take this white piece of paper. Whoops. Put the white piece of paper there. Push down. And I just kind of rub, especially when they're new stamps. I always do this with my thumb. And there you have them. So if you look really close, you can see like dots. And that's what I'm talking about, why you need to stamp more than once. Because the little dots, it's kind of, there's kind of like oil on the stamps, and it's, you know, it's just from the way they're made. Poly something, I can't remember now if it's polypropylene. That doesn't sound right. All right, so let's quickly show you the other set. I really love background stamps because you can match these up and make a bigger, you could stamp another, line it up, have another one go in, make it longer. You could stamp it side by side, make it wider. So theoretically you could have a, you know, 4 plank stamping of, if you need to make a low wood floor or side of a barn. Lots of things. Stamps are just so cool because there's so much you can do with one stamp. Like this one right here. You can't see it because it's over black. This stamp right here, you could stamp this over top of another image and make it distressed. You could stamp it all different directions and make a cool looking background, different colors. I mean, it's just, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so again, I'm placing stamping surface down. And I'm just putting them on there because we're just getting an idea of what they look like inked. Make it a little bit easier for you to see than on the black surface, black and clear surface. Oh, whoops. See what I just did there? I missed a step. I didn't close. I got ink on the wrong side. Oh well, oops. It happens. The cool thing about these stamps is you can use just some water in the sink and it will wash right off. And you see how I'm turning the stamp pad a little bit? I'm hoping to have less of those little dots by putting more ink. All right, so here is our paper, and I think I'm going to overlap some. Yep, we're going to overlap some, but that's okay. This is just for demonstration purposes. Okay. All right, so here are those. So you can see, again, you could take this one and stamp it over and over and over again, all over your paper in different colors, and you would have like a confetti background. This could be done the same thing with paint splatters. Do you see what I mean? There's so many ideas. If you can come up with it, you can do it. All you have to have is ink and paper and the stamp. And it's simple. All right, so now I'm just going to quickly put these away. And like I said, make sure you have the bell highlighted or clicked. Click on subscribe. And I will be back. I might do 2 videos do one video for the box cards and do another video with these stamps. It depends. I have to come up with the ideas and get the demos made before I can film the video, so it might take me a little while, but that is what I have for you today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you go to Globleland. All the links will be in the description box below for what I have shown you today. It's this is four different sets. So you've got 2 sets of dies and then 2 sets of stamps. So this really is, for what I've got sitting in front of me, it is a huge, huge, huge deal. So go check them out and let me know what you think about this. And if you're interested in seeing a video where I make stuff, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.